What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And I've returned today to Weapon Tap on your head with another ADH Wealth solution. Today, I want to talk about how customers get confused. And I've realized that it happens because you get financial professionals, and oftentimes, a lot of people don't understand. It's okay to jump from company to company, but people don't jump from company to company. A lot of people jump from product to product or concept to concept. What do I mean by that? So I talk to a lot of people who do taxes because they get their P10 or what have you, and then they do things like join with Primerica, which if you're a pretty savvy accountant, you would know that buying only term insurance really isn't always in the client's best interest, especially when you understand insurance. So I can understand how one wouldn't understand it initially, but then it causes confusion because you'll have the people who you've already gained their trust because you're their tax professional, and now you're like, hey, buy term insurance. Nobody should have whole life insurance. Whole life insurance is a scam. Then you grow and you learn, and 5 years later, you're like, oh no, that term insurance policy was terrible. You need to get to this whole life insurance policy. But they're 5 years older, it's much more expensive, and all this other stuff. And now it looks like the financial professional is just churning. So then that makes it difficult for people who stay in their lane, because I have my P10 too. I hold my real estate license. There's a lot of other stuff. Because a lot of this stuff you get into because it's cross-sell. I get it. But I stay in my lane, right? And the reason why is because you don't want to confuse your client. Realistically, that's the bottom line. Now, there are some people who've got a grasp of it, and they understand, hey, listen, this concept works for this person. This concept ain't going to work for everybody. And, that's totally fine. But all too often, especially because of these MLM companies, you get people who are building a team. And, like, imagine if I just got my credentials to prepare taxes, right? Just this year, got my credentials to prepare taxes. And all of a sudden, all right, I'm going to open a tax office and teach a bunch of people how to do complex tax returns. Whoa, buckaroo, you just got your tax license. You don't even know the intricacies because you haven't seen enough stuff, right? So, prime example, if I talk to, people who've been doing taxes for the last 10 years and now they get their life insurance license and they're like, hey, do you know what a 162 executive bonus plan is? No. Do you know what IRC 72E is? No. 401k is a tax code. Yeah. Okay. So things like that are things that you're going to encounter. So you don't want to go somewhere where they're forcing you into a concept or a product. Another thing, I'm not just going to bash people going to like Primerica and term insurance, because there's other things like World Financial Group, and they used to just push term, and now a lot of time they're just pushing the IUL, which again, term life insurance is a great product. If you don't have it and you don't have life insurance at all and it fits your needs, you should get term life insurance. But you should also have a permanent policy. So things like IUL are good. But the way that they're forcing them on people is terrible, because they're forcing concepts that people aren't fulfilling. That's how the Primerica agent is able to rip apart the IUL that the World Financial Group agent sold you, because they're unfortunately just doing it for money. Here's the thing. When I sit with a client, I say, hey, listen, your policy is going to be $100 a month. Oh, wow. Well, after looking at the numbers, can I put $300 a month in there? $500 a month? Most agents don't get in a position where a client asks if they can put more money into the policy. If you want to find out how I'm sitting with a client, or you want to be that person that sits there and finds out how I convince you to go from $100 a month to $1,000 a month on your life insurance policy because you've never been explained or taught the value because of all the malarkey that's going around with these agents who don't know it. Just like, there's a lot of people who prepare taxes, right? But if you were to ask them, hey, I need an offer in compromise, they wouldn't have a fucking clue what that is, right? Or, maybe they might know that you need a Form 8332 for a specific reason, or an innocent spouse form. But for the most part, they haven't the slightest clue. So at any rate, that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description. With that being said, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.